kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, fight!
Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. On the move, it's Teray.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Yeah, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll send the back in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly complete. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Move those chains without a hitch. Well, actually, with a hitch, but you get the point.
I like that. Nicely done. The defense probably should have understood the ball was coming out quick, something like a hitch, a slant, a screen, something fast. They didn't. QB gets it on the money. Receiver gets the extra yards. Easy pitch and catch for the 1st down.
Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. back to pass. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting...
Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Looking for room. It's Teray. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Teray. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Hard running there. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. They'll move the tight end. To the air on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the scores on the sneak.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Kent State answered the bell away from Dick Stadium today with an impressive victory. The Golden Flashes knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
He wants to take the top off. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in and get the completion.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Let's go.
Now on the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got a chance. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete on the right side. Not going to get there, not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. First play of the period, first down here. They'll ride Davis here. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
I think a trait of a running back that you really look for is a guy that can bust tackles. Man, a guy that can make something out of nothing when it's not there. And just a really good job breaking the tackle, continuing to keep the play alive, and never quit.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's a reverse. He'll go down well behind the line of scrimmage, and that 6 yards they picked up on the last play, they just gave it right back.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. It can get frustrating chasing that quarterback, but you got to pull up. The roughing the passer penalty gives him the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This quarterback part of their running game. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Looking for a gap. It's Laporta. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. You got an arm like this, and you can just boom, put it on the line. It's really nice to have it.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
And And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Plucks it out of the air. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
They just keep firing. Quick completion on the out route. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got the quick pass. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Scrambling away. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And here's what I like about this play. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Second down, he'll throw it. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Davis. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. QB draw. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Extending the play. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Throwing right. And it's picked off for the third time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball. And I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
They'll leave it with him. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Breaks into the open. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Going right to work up top. Right down the middle. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
Kick is in the air. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. The give to Davis. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Works the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Wide receiver going in motion. With jet sweep pass. Shakes off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Here's the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Ready. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. On the move. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. To the ground with the back. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's
going to let it fly. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Plows through the defense. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback extends the play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still running at the 40. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Sends it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Punt is on its way.
Returner goes out of bounds.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Laporta. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the offense back onto the field.
Here we go.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down, and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride Davis here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Making side adjustments here. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
How hard is that as a linebacker when you're trying to cover a running back on that angle route who runs routes like that, right? He thought he was going to the flat. He was barreling towards the sideline, trying to knock that ball away, and all of a sudden he gets crossed up, and that's just too easy giving up that first down.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Let's it fly! And he's got it in the end zone. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
Here we go.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Pound 55 weak.
They'll send the tight end in motion. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Third down coming up.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Fires to the tight end. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
Fourth down.
That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. And now this offense will take the field again. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just going to keep it after the snap. Fights off the defender. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Second down coming up. He leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. They get the win, they are now bowl eligible. But when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some